You have LEIKELI47 in full effect.
This is Ben from Real Ones. We are backstage at Pitchfork Day 1 with the one and only LEIKELI47.
Yeah, fresh off the stage.
Fresh off the stage, are you kidding me?
So much fun. We're at Pitchfork Festival. This has been probably one of my favorites here in Chicago. And then I get to kick it with some Real Ones.
Yes, of course.
It's just the illest. Like, I love this.
Couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's your favorite part about Chicago? Like, have you been here a lot?
It's always the scene, it's the people, and as we talked before, off camera, we're friends, you know, like that. I love Sub T. Like, Sub T is probably my favorite place to play out here. They were the ones who showed me so much love in the very beginning. I'm still in the beginning stages of my career, but at the very top of it, they showed myself and my fam and my crew so much love. So, always love coming to Chicago, performing at Sub T, Pride, just etc. It's just always lively here.
Super grateful to have you every time.
And I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You switched up a little bit from earlier. So you had the mask on before, but now you got the full, you know, bandana. So is this the performance outfit usually, or you switch it up from time to time?
Well, you know, as far as the mask goes, I'm always in one, but you know, you never know which flavor you're gonna get. So yeah, earlier I was obviously in my protective, you know, whatever. But right now, just in performance mode, you know, in my zone. So you have LEIKELI47 in full effect.
You already know, full effect right here in the flesh. I had to ask about Girl Blunt. When you were writing that lyric, you know, what were you thinking about? You know, what consists of a girl blunt, you know?
Okay, can I be real? Okay.
Yes.
So, you know, I have friends that partake, you know, all my guy friends, they partake in the so now, you know, it's just always the term that I've always used around a lot of my friends because, you know, I see them doing what they do and it's just, it looks very manly, you know? It just always looked really like manly, like very, I'm like, hey, can I have a little girl blunt, you know, something a little smoother, something a little, you know, something a little cleaner, something a little not so strong going down. So to be honest with you, everyone wants to know what a girl blunt is. It's a pre-roll. It's a pre-roll. There it is. It's the girl version of the, you know, the huge blunt or whatever, but that's all it is. It's just a fun take on stimulating yourself and stimulating your mind or whatever. And I had so much fun writing and recording the record and producing the record. You know, it was really cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Pre-rolls usually go down pretty nice.
Real easy, yeah. But yeah, it was just a super cool moment. Actually, it was the producers of the record that day that kind of just made it click. He was just ready to partake. I'm like, man, go, give me a girl blunt, please. And so I just went in the booth and went, and now we have the magic that we have that is girl blunt.
So you spoke on how you like still kind of think of yourself as a rising, you know, up and coming artist, but you've been in the game for a while, you know, almost a decade. So what are some of the goals that you have for the next couple years? Like, where do you hope to see yourself?
Yeah, I hope to be worldwide, you know, really be into the world. I think today as artists, we're so in a rush to be this big whoop that, you know, we miss and we skip our steps. So that was one of the things that I myself, as well as my creative partners, like other artists around me that I collaborate with, we say we're never gonna allow anyone to, you know, push us past our steps. We're not gonna get on the elevator when it's not time. We take the stairs. For me, it's worldwide or nothing. And until I'm a household name, I'm always gonna be a breaking artist. And that's just my take on it for me. Because I really pray to one day just be known, you know, like, you know, it's like right now.
I want like my parents, you know, to think about you.
Exactly, you know, like we want Billy Joel status out here, Michael Jackson, all of that stuff. And with that takes a lot of hard work. People forget, especially as Michael and Prince fans, how many albums they did before they were them. You know, I mean, they were them, but you know what I mean, before it just was
the legend status.
Oh, God. So it's a lot of work to do. If anything, I'm just getting started.
Always cool to keep that fresh mindset to it.
Gotta keep it fresh, gotta keep it new.
On that conversation, you know, with the breaking artists, you know, who are some folks that maybe don't have the streams that they should, you know, that are underrated?
One of the main new artists that I'm checking for, and it's not even being biased, it's an artist by the name of Buffy. Online, they are Iconic Buff, at Iconic Buff. But Buff is someone who is not just a friend, but outside of like family time, is someone that I truly, truly respect as an artist. I've seen the come up from the very beginning to where it is now, and it's so amazing to see the growth, to hear the growth. There's a band called 208. I think they're based in LA, if I'm not mistaken. We work together. They're super, super tight. There's a bunch of killer musicians and, you know, vocalists. They're just hella dope. There's this artist named Levin. Look, I'm just like, now you got me thinking. I'm like, there's an artist named Levin. That's hella tight. I'm not on social, so like I'm one of those people that find, you know, things on YouTube, fall down a rabbit hole, you know, like I love discovery. You know what I mean? Like, and I love that we are in an age where you can discover music in so many ways. You have those who are heavy into their streaming, you have people who are still heavy into physical, you have people that just can't live without their vinyl. So it's just like, I live kind of more in the analog world too, like with a drop of digital, that's kind of me, but I love just discovering new people and really catching a vibe and watching it come up, you know? Like I pray people do with me.
And I like that too, because you never know who's watching. So upload those YouTube videos, you know?
And actually, Buff actually performed with me tonight. So you got a taste of just what I get to jam to, work out to, get my mind right to. So all of that. And new music coming soon from him.
Final question was sort of about your social media use. Like, what went into your decision to just say, you know, I don't need this anymore? Because obviously it's a big way to get music out there, of course.
Yeah. Well, the crazy part is people don't know this, but I didn't start on social media. People found me more so online, YouTube, SoundCloud, and as things kind of progressed, you know, you get with the label, and now the label's like, hey, you got to do this or whatever. So, you know, complying with your partners. For that moment, it was just like, okay, and even while on it, it was just always a tool for me. I just always made sure mentally, like, if ever I had to get on and update those who, you know, are here, that's exactly what I did. I'd update, you know, spread the word, show a little love, and I'm out. And as far as the decision to just say, look, I'm absolutely done with this, I just felt like it was time, you know, like it ran its course with me. It's an amazing platform for, you know, like for those it works for everyone. But just for me personally, I'm actually like a super shy person. I know I give off a but outside of this match, just me, I'm just chill. And if I can be honest, this is my social media. This is my kind of social media right here. Like, you know, like, let's skip the screen. Hey, how you doing? Right. Lovely to see you. You have wonderful eyes.
Wow.
I love your hair. You know what I mean? Like, you swagged out in real life. Like, I like that, you know?
Got me blushing over here.
Because listen, I mean, you want fine and all. Like, so yeah, but for me, I can only speak for me. For me, this right here is social media. This is all of social media.
No, very well said.
Yeah.
Right? It's meaningful interaction, you know?
It is.
LEIKELI47 on Real Ones. Thank y'all so much for listening. Thank you so much for being part of this. And yeah, and best of luck with everything, you know?
And one day we all will be worldwide. You won't break my soul, na 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 na.
You won't break my soul.
You won't break my soul, na 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 na. Hey! Jaywalk off of my album Shape Up. Cool story about that song. I originally started the song with Chad Hugo. I'm talking about one of the illest and most kind people ever. So we're in the studio, we start the track off, you know, we do some work or whatever, but of course fast forward, you know, life is happening, and then I'm back in the studio and I go back to it and I'm like, you know, I'm feeling it, but I'm feeling it in a different way. And so, you know, I reproduced it or whatever. But in the name of doing right business, because I started with Chad, we made sure we let him know, hey, you know, we still kept the idea, but we recreated it, you know? And when I tell you, Chad Hugo was so gracious to this new artist, and he told me, don't you worry about nothing, you go flourish, and only thing I need is for that weed to work. When I got that message back, I'm like, hell yeah. Look, shout out to, I don't know if you'll ever see this. Shout out Chad Hugo, shout out NERD, shout out Shay, shout out Pete, shout out everybody. I don't know you personally, I get it, but you know what I mean? They definitely, it's so crazy to not know them personally, like super duper personally, but people think that you have to be super like this, but they've shown so much support just offside to me. They put us on the very first Something in the Water Fest. You know, like it says so much for those types of legends to just stand from the side and say, we got you, you got my support, and for that, I'm forever grateful.